I've never seen a yacht like this in my dreams. Sailing the seas in boats so grand, it seems. But we're just humble.
Welcome back, BoatFools Nation. All three of us are in the house. We got Canadian Ken and Green Mountain Josh.
Green Mountain.
Drinking his Green Mountain coffee. And it's just after Thanksgiving. We hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Next up, Christmas. And so we decided we deserved a pretty nice Christmas present.
Yes, is that right? We deserved
it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Listen, the bottom line is we got ourselves a Christmas present. Our wives did not leave us. And
Huge.
We're going to share this story with you. So come along. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right. So back in the summer of 2024, Canadian Ken and I went up and profiled a beautiful 1986 Morgan 384. And you kind of...
Yeah, I'm a little smitten with it. It's a pretty nice boat. And comparing to ours, it's a little newer, a little younger, sort of like your wife's younger sister.
Oh, dear.
I didn't say that. And, you know, I showed up there on my e-bike. I remember that day.
I remember that episode. Good episode.
And we really liked the boat. And then it got sold, like often they do. And then it kind of reappeared on the market.
A little bit of Kismet. So a year sort of goes by, and the buyer of the boat reached out to us to just to introduce himself and maybe meet up and do some sailing over the summer. That did not happen. The owner lived on the boat up in Belfast, Maine, and we sort of forgot about it. But then it came back around in September?
Yeah.
We found out that the boat was going back on the market, not because there was anything wrong with the boat, but the owner wanted a bigger boat to
upgrade.
do a little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah. It happens.
It does happen. And it happened to us, frankly.
Well, a little bit. Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe it's the boat.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of Kismet, right? So
Right.
Yes.
we became friends with the owner, went on the market, and we were toying with the idea of looking for another Morgan anyway, because we like them a lot. And then we were able to strike a very fair and equitable deal with the seller and the broker.
Yeah.
And we ended up buying the boat that you fell in love with 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
But they're both great boats, and we'll go through those sort of comparisons
Right.
and things that we like on the one Morgan that we have versus this one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
There's some
pretty
upgrades, some
interesting.
good upgrades,
Absolutely.
and the financing was creative financing.
Exactly.
We'll get into that a little bit later, but there are ways to skin this cat besides going to a bank.
Correct.
That's right.
And we're going to do an episode in the not too distant future on how to buy a boat and the various ways you can do it and how we did this, because our wives were only agreeable to this under certain circumstances. And surprisingly, none of us got divorced in this process.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we followed our own advice, which we give to you guys, which is we knew where we were going to store it. We knew where we were going to moor it. And
We got a survey.
And we got a survey.
Got a survey.
Correct.
Yep.
We'll get to that a little later. So right now we're going to start going over the differences between the two boats and what we like and dislike about the new one and how fired up we are about it. And it's going to be fun. So
I have a quick question.
yeah, sure.
Did the boat sell because you guys profiled it? Is that how you found it?
Yeah, it was about the same time,
It
actually.
was like a tie goes to the runner, right?
Yeah.
So the buyer at that time was about to make an offer just when the video released. And so it was sort of a simultaneous thing. So we can't take credit for it, but
Darn it.
I know it.
Ah.
But the video, I think, maybe spurred him on to make the deal happen because the video did get a lot of views and a lot of interest in the boat. So
Yeah, check it out.
so
Yeah.
check it out. We'll put it up on the screen.
2024 summer?
2024. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, so the first reason why we really love this boat is the biggest and most obvious. It's got a brand new Beta Marine diesel engine with less than 30 hours on it. I mean,
Huge.
that is worth the price of admission right there, as
Basically
we
right
like to
there.
say.
Yeah.
Totally.
Furthermore, we should note, actually, the purchase price.
yeah.
We're paying $37,000 for this boat. And like we just said, the engine's brand new. We know from our experience that repowering a boat of this size is going to cost you $25,000 to $35,000.
At least. Yeah.
So when you think about it that way, we're pretty psyched. Brand new diesel engine. What's your number one reason?
Well, I'm interested in the rudder configuration. It's slightly different than the 382. And when we were sailing under pretty heavy winds with our boat, it'd get a little overpowered unless we brought the Genoa into like jib size, and then it would kind of stabilize. So I'm really curious, this different configuration as well as the aspect ratio of the mast, the sails the mast is taller, the boom's a little shorter. I'd be curious how it performs.
Yeah, and that's a really good point, Ken. And the reason we had to roll in the jib and not reef the main is because we forgot to put our reefing lines in. But those are two really good points. The bigger rudder and the higher aspect ratio rig. It's going to be interesting to see the difference in the performance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I really like the ventilation. It's got multiple derades on it, which is great. Brings a lot of fresh air in. And also the deadlights open, which ours are fixed in the aft part of the cabin.
Yep.
So these open up, so you're going to get a lot of fresh air in there.
So every single port on this boat opens.
Yeah.
And to your point,
nice.
on the 382 model, the deadlights near the galley and the nav station don't open. They're really big. On the 384, they open. So that's going to be a really nice feature. I agree. Yeah, that's going to be huge.
It's going to be great.
Yep. All right, so back to me. My next one would be, I love the fact that this boat has jib fair leads out on the tow rail and in on the side deck. So in theory, if you need to point a little better, you can lead your fair leads in on those inner tracks and get a little better pointing performance out of these boats, which point is great anyway.
So however, you're going to have some stubbers. Toe stubbers.
That's right. You got a little more on that, that inside track. You got to watch your
be careful.
You're
going to have to wear your shoes. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe. If you leave the cockpit, that is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So dovetailing with Ken's rig and rudder aspect ratio and all that sort of stuff, it's going to be fun to see the jib performance having those inboard tracks.
Right. Yeah. And I guess the sails are in pretty good shape. The main definitely is. And it's a full double. Well,
it's a 2x2.
2x2 batten. So full batten there. And the Genoa is probably not as big as ours.
You're right. It's a 120.
It's 120. So it'll be interesting.
Interesting to see how she sails. Yeah.
Do some match racing.
Oh boy.
It's going to be like the America's Cup. It's going to be fun. Back in the old days.
I was going to say another thing I'd bring up is the water system. On ours, it got switched out from a hot water tank to an on-demand system, which we have hanging on the back rail.
Yep.
This has the water tank, so you've got to heat it with the engine running to kind of heat it up, whereas in the on-demand, you don't have to fire up the engine, you're there. Might be something we consider doing to this.
Yeah.
Change it over. Yeah.
So,
perhaps.
Good point, Ken.
Perhaps.
I forgot about that one.
And one of my personal favorite, too, is a gimbaled oven. Because my wife makes a really killer lasagna. So she freezes that. I bring it on board. We can slide it in the oven.
What this means is we won't be eating steak every single
every
meal
night
on the grill.
No, yeah. Does it have a grill? I forgot to look.
It's a good question.
I think it does.
Yeah, did you find one?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll have to look.
Because I still like my steak.
We'll
too.
let you know.
Gotta have a grill.
All right, so now let's. My last one is on the 382. We have an old Neptune manual windlass, and on the new 384, there's a remote electric windlass. So I think that's going to be a nice feature because the three of us, are not getting any younger. Let's face it. I mean, you're like 90. You and I are about 60. So it's going to be nice to have that electric windlass.
Exactly.
I want to be up there with like water, so I just hose off the chain and just like have a cocktail in my other hand. That's good.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Or we get some younger crew to help us with the heavy lifting.
Right. And let's talk about the one sort of that could be a negative, it could be a positive. The traveler on the coach roof. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's going to be something to get used to. I like our traveler position on the 382 right now, just because it's easy to single-hand the boat. It's right there. So you got the helm, you got the traveler, main sheet's right there. This is going to be a little more challenging, I think.
Yeah, it's got to run through the Dodger and come back through.
Yeah, we might have to re-lead it so we can have hands on it from behind the helm station.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something for the spring we're going to figure out.
Yeah, so that was one of the big modifications between the 382 and the 383 and the 384. The 383 models and the 384, they moved the traveler from in front of the binnacle and helm station up onto the coach roof in a more traditional layout. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works. Because ours is like a 6-to-1 purchase. We have 100 feet of main sheet in the cockpit, which is kind of messy, but it's very convenient to your point. So this is going to be more traditional.
And we use all of it. We
didn't think we would, but when you go on a run, you put that boom all the way out, you use 100 feet of main sheet. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
So a lot of upgrades on this boat, and she's a 1986. In fact, this particular Morgan is one of the last 3 built by Morgan before Morgan was acquired by Catalina. So it's a little bit newer. No soft spots in the deck, and we did get a survey that came back very favorable. and it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, just a few things on the A list. I mean, there was just the fresh water pump, so that's ready to go.
Yep.
Rehook up.
Yeah, we got to hook up a couple things.
Right.
Things.
Some
Yeah.
battery switches need to be done
And then
over
the
again.
bilge had a little leak.
The bilge outline had a leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a couple
and then,
things.
And then this. I mean,
Oh,
what
there you
is
go.
up with that?
Josh broke it already.
Yeah.
No, it needs re-gripping.
Needs some
This
re-gripping.
is a winter project. Tris is very proficient at this. What's the skin you use here?
It's an elk hide kit that you can get from Edson, and
Excellent.
it's pretty easy to do. This one's a little tired, so we're going to take this off and redo it. So that's
Yeah.
going to be fun. So
Yeah.
we've got a bunch of little ticky-tack projects. We got to fix the anchor locker situation, but
Little bright work.
there'll
Little
be
bright
some-
work.
Yeah, a little bright work. There'll be some
Always something.
projects, but
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
that's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you. But it should be a lot of fun. And then one last pro we forgot in the cockpit, because the traveler is no longer there. They put in all those
Oh,
extra cup holders.
Extra cup holders. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah,
It's like
yeah,
6 of them or
They,
so.
they,
8.
they hid, so we got to open that up.
Yeah, because that was the key selling point. More cup holders.
More cup holders.
Yeah.
Gotta have them.
What it doesn't have, what we added on to ours last year was a bimini. And boy, as you're getting older in the sun, it's
Yeah.
a great thing to have. It'd definitely be something that we consider adding to this one. It does have a Dodger, but boy, that bimini is great. And
It's a
then
lifesaver.
and then we can hook it, cover it up with an infill piece. So
Right,
Yeah.
right.
This does have an awning, and that's the other thing. With this layout, you could probably have that awning up while you're sailing, because the
Because the
travelers on the
travelers
coach
forward,
versus
yeah.
in the cockpit.
Oh,
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
So we have a lot to figure out. We're going to have a lot of fun with it, and hopefully, we don't end up in divorce court when the rubber meets the road with getting these boats out on the water and running. But
Yes.
yeah, it's
Well,
going to be
Upgrade slowly over time.
Over
Correct.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can't destroy the checking account. all
no,
at once.
not completely. But we're going to explain more in a future episode of what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it. And I think it's going to be really fascinating because, as Josh mentioned in the opener, there are a lot of different ways to skin a cat when it comes to boat ownership.
Right.
And we've discovered, hopefully, a new one here for us anyway up in Maine. So
That'd be great.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
So the name of the boat is Panache, and I don't know, we're kind of like on the edge there. So if you got any better names you want to come up with, let us know.
I love that idea. Yeah, if you want to give some feedback on what you think we should name it, obviously the name of our first 382, our first child, is Va Bene,
Right.
which is Italian for "it goes well."
Goes well.
All's good.
All's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So we don't necessarily love panache.
And my kids like the name.
Like
They like Panache.
All right.
But what do you think?
Yeah. Could be
Drop us a comment below. We would appreciate it. And
Yes.
as always, we really appreciate your support. Thanks for tuning in. Please don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to check out the Boat Fools report. You can support us also on Patreon. And what else are we forgetting? Find us on Facebook, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
I want to do a quick shout out. Oh, what was it? Jeez. Help me here.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Early Christmas present from Bondell Sales. We love you guys.
Our good friends over at Bondell Sales gave us some great merch. We're appreciative.
Yeah.
And we do all our business with them. They clean our sails, mend our sails. They're fantastic. So if you're in Maine, check them out. Everybody, thank you so much. And we'll see you next time.
Salt upon our cheeks, gold classic every day of the week.